something, ma'am?
No, yes, what I mean is I'm looking for court number 7.
Just up there. First door on your left.
On the left?
They won't be too hard on you.
Oh, no, you don't understand. It's not me. It's my son.
Come, Mother. Number 7 is here.
Yes, dear. First on the left.
It's going to be a real good one.
He won't get away with it. Michael won't let him. Michael?
Judge Humphreys.
He's one of our favorites.
He'll see to it that justice is done.
Life.
Shades of Jane Austen.
Shades of who?
Never have your best trousers on when you turn out to fight for freedom and truth. Yeoman always does. It's what I call a Pride and Prejudice case, with the emphasis on the latter.
Well, there's bound to be some. For example, I can see that I might be prejudiced in his favor. There, but for the grace of God, etc. And? Jury selection? Both the Crown and defense will be pretty selective, I imagine.
Well, you can bet your bottom dollar on it. Defense will be looking for anyone under 30, preferably male, and one of the boys in every sense of the word.
Yes, coming. Hoping that they'll be as prejudiced as I am.
The Crown will be looking for the middle-aged woman. The homemaker with a nice house in a nice suburb with a nice husband and children.
Women will believe him guilty, and the men that she got what she asked for.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. Fix your tie.
Morning, Huck. Morning.
Would the juror look upon the accused and the accused upon the juror?
Content. Stand aside.
Would the juror look upon the accused and the accused upon the juror?
Content. Content.
What is going on in there? Can't take all that time to choose a blasted jury.
George, I don't think I can go through with this. I really don't think I can. Please call it off.
You've just got a case of the shakes. It'll be all right.
How can I stand there and say all those things? I can't.
You've got to. He's going to get everything that's coming to him.
Indeed. In the not-too-distant past, the majority of women preferred to remain silent rather than come forward. The reasons for this were obvious. Even in this day and age, it takes a great deal of courage. And Mrs. Parker is to be admired for having...
Your Honor, my friend.
Yes, Mr. Taylor. Mr. Webster, would you mind restricting yourself to the evidence you will present? This is not the time to editorialize.
Very well, Your Honor. The prosecution will prove that the accused gained entry to Mrs. Parker's apartment on perfectly legitimate business. Once that was completed, however, he refused to leave. Instead, he forced her into one of the bedrooms and subjugated her to an assault of the worst possible kind. She put up a struggle, as witnesses will testify. You will also see a report made by an eminent doctor shortly after the event took place. Intimacy had occurred. A forced intimacy. And I'm sure you will find yourself agreeing with the Crown that the accused should be kept at bay. That he should be housed where they house all other wild animals. And now I would like to call Mary Alice Parker.
Will you tell the court your name, please?
Mary Alice Parker.
Do you swear that the evidence to be given by you to this court and jury sworn between our sovereign lady, the Queen, and the prisoner at the bar shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I understand your husband is an insurance salesman, Mrs. Parker.
Yes, yes he is.
He leaves for work at what time?
8 o'clock?
What about the day in question, the 18th of July? What time did he set out then?
The same, 8 o'clock exactly. He's always been very particular about punctuality.
It's part of his routine, so to speak.
Yes.
What happened next on that particular morning of July the 18th?
There was a knock on the door.
Who was it?
Him.
David Malcolm Rose. So what did you do?
I took a peep through the peephole and asked him what he wanted. It turned out he'd been sent by the landlord.
For what reason?
There was something wrong with the electricity. One of the fuses kept blowing, and I'd sent them a note. I thought the problem was a loose wire in one of the sockets, so that's what he took a look at.
And you stayed in the room and observed.
Oh, no, I went back to the kitchen.
Then what happened?
In what seemed like no time at all, he was tapping on the side of the door to say he'd finished and I shouldn't have any more trouble. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, I thanked him and moved toward the sitting room to show him out, but
But what, Mrs. Parker?
he didn't move.
I don't follow you.
He just stood there looking at me.
Looking at you. Why?
He asked me what the hurry was and started making suggestions, improper suggestions.
Improper.
He wondered if he shouldn't also take a look at the fuse, at the sockets in the bedroom that maybe...
Yes, Mrs. Parker?
Maybe I had some problems he could take care of there, too.
And how did you respond to that?
I asked him to leave at once.
Which he did.
No, he just smiled. So I tried to duck under his arm, but he grabbed me. He grabbed me from behind and started pulling me toward the hall, trying to pull me into the hall. And then he spotted the bedroom. The door was open. I hadn't got round to making up the bed yet. He pulled me in there. I tried to get away, but I couldn't. He was too strong for me. And he was there on top of me, and I screamed, and I begged him to leave me alone, but he wouldn't. And there was nothing I could do.
So, Mrs. Parker, would you mind telling the court how old you are?
43.
And may I also ask at what age you married?
24.
So you've been married, how long is it?
19 years.
A long time. The same might be said of the time it took you to make a complaint to the police.
I'm sorry?
Why did it take you so long to report the incident?
Because I was ashamed, embarrassed. I couldn't bear the thought of anyone else knowing.
Did that include your husband?
Yes, it did.
Why?
I don't know. I guess I was afraid. Scared that it might somehow change things.
Because you'd, been with another man, so to speak.
Yes?
Did you think he might not understand? Your Honor, were you afraid, Mrs. Parker, that he might think that you had gone along with the whole idea? Because, in fact, that is exactly what did happen, isn't it?
No.
The only reason you told your husband was that he happened to spot a half-open packet of cigarettes underneath the bed. Now, neither one of you are smokers. He wondered what they were doing there, whose they were.
Oh, he did ask,
Yes, he did, and that's when you panicked, isn't it? And concocted this whole story.
It wasn't a story, it was the truth.
I must object. Counsel is badgering the witness.
Indeed you are, Mr. Taylor.
Then I shall rephrase the question. Now, remembering, Mrs. Parker, that you are under oath, would you kindly tell the court why it is that you finally decided to tell your husband?
I was ashamed. I felt so alone. I had to tell someone. I thought he would understand.
Yes, well, let us move on now to the medical report. Now, you were examined by Dr. Gillespie, were you not, shortly after your initial interview with the police?
Yes?
Yes, now, Dr. Gillespie confirmed that sexual intercourse indeed had taken place.
Well, as far as I can see, he makes no mention of any bruises or abrasions. Now, Mrs. Parker, I would have thought, here I'm using your own words, that if someone had been grabbed from behind and pushed towards the hall and thrown on the bed and tried again and again to escape, there would be some evidence of that struggle?
I did put up a fight as best I could, but I already told you he was too strong for me.
Ah, he was wearing kid gloves, was he?
No.
2 pairs of kid gloves? I mean, to grab and to push and to shove without leaving a trace is quite an achievement. Unless, of course, he didn't lay a finger on you at all, because he didn't have to. Because you were a party to the whole thing right from the start. Your Honor, the accused is a very attractive young man. Again, badgering the witness. He was in your bedroom at your suggestion.
Mr.
He was
Taylor.
there because you wanted him there, didn't you?
You are again attempting to badger the witness.
Didn't you?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor, if you continue to cross-examine in this manner, I will hold you for contempt.
My sincere apologies, Your Honor. It won't happen again.
Indeed, it won't. I want to be quite clear about this, Mrs. Parker. You are now saying that you invited the accused into your bedroom,
Yes.
that it was your suggestion.
Yes, but only to begin with. What I mean is, he seemed like a nice boy. And my husband worked so hard that it had been so long that... But I couldn't go through with it. After a few minutes, I suddenly realized what I was doing and that it was all wrong, and I asked him to stop, but he didn't seem to hear me. So I asked him again. This time he did hear me, but he paid no attention. So I tried to pull away. I started to scream, and I begged him to let me go, but he wouldn't budge.
You were in favor to begin with,
Yes.
and you had a change of heart. Is that what you're saying? Is that correct, Mrs. Parker?
Yes.
And you made these feelings quite clear to the accused?
But he wouldn't listen to me. He was like an animal. The more I tried to get away, the angrier, the wilder he became.
Is there anything you wish to add or subtract?
No, Your Honor. That's the truth. That's exactly what happened.
Thank you, Mrs. Parker.
Yeah, one moment, Mr. Webster. A word to the jury. And Mrs. Parker's change of story might well have confused some of you. So before we proceed, I would like to make it quite clear that this does not alter the seriousness or the nature of the charge in any way whatsoever. Although Mrs. Parker has admitted that she was in favor of intercourse to begin with, she has intimated that she had a change of heart and so informed the accused. Now that is enough. As a result, the accused stands before you exactly as charged.
She may have had some slippers on, but I didn't really notice. I couldn't see.
Go on.
She asked me if I'd like some coffee. As the job hadn't taken as long as I thought it would, I said yeah.
And then what happened?
We started talking. Or at least she did. You know what some women are like. She asked me if I ever got bored. She was nearly all the time these days. She was fed up living in Scarborough. Apartment block, television. She saw one more game show, she'd scream. And most of all, she said fed up with her husband.
Oh, did she explain why?
Kind of. Something about how he was always working. Weekends, too. And that once he got home, all he wanted to do was eat and fall asleep in a chair.
And, what was your reaction to all this?
Didn't really think about it. I just ummed and ahed in all the right places. Then she asked me if I'd do her a favor. Seeing I was there, she wondered if I'd take a look at the 2 plugs in the bedroom. Then, of course, I got the message.
Message?
Well, all that talk. The way a rope kept coming open. Bedroom? It was a come-on.
Well, how do you mean?
Me taking a look at the plugs was the last thing she had in mind.
Oh, and were you right?
Was I ever? I mean, I did take a look at the points, but they were fine. And I turned around to tell her, there she was in bed, without any clothes on, tapping the other side.
Tapping?
Patty. You know, she was asking me, well, telling me to hop in beside her.
And did you?
What do you think?
This is neither the time nor the place for levity, Mr. Rose. Answer the question, yes or no.
Yes.
And?
She started kissing me. So I did the same. And, well, one thing led to another.
Intimacy occurred.
Yeah.
Well, tell me, Mr. Rose, was she a willing partner? Did she at any time during these proceedings tell you to stop?
She did. I didn't hear her. Sorry, Your Honor.
Did she scream at all?
No. Well, yeah. Sort of.
I don't understand.
Well, a scream, but it wasn't. You know what some women are like.
Circumstances, Mr. Rose, I wouldn't even hazard a guess. I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more explicit.
Well, she was excited. She screamed because she was enjoying herself.
Excited. Enjoying herself. Thank you very much, Mr. Rose.
Your delicacy is to be admired, Mr. Rose. Now, perhaps you tell us something about yourself. I understand the police questioned you at your place of work.
Scared the pants off me.
They searched through your locker, I believe, and found a number of books.
Magazines.
What were they doing there? Why don't you keep them at home?
My mother wouldn't have them in the house. Beats me why it's only Playboy.
She doesn't approve. She's a bit, how shall I put it, straight-laced, puritanical. Hmm?
And some.
Huh? Then it can't be easy for you. It must inhibit your social life considerably.
Fortunately, I got an old beaten-up jalopy.
Backseat,
It's not so bad once you get used to it.
which you have. Hmm?
I'd do all right, put it that way.
How, all right? How many relationships would you say you'd had in your life?
Yeah.
Meaning how many? 20, 30? You were pretty certain about everything a minute ago. You must have some idea. 12? 16?
2.
2.
Well, 2.5.
And that makes you an authority on women, does it? An expert on the female response during the sexual act?
Well, I wouldn't say an expert exactly.
You certainly gave that impression when you were talking about Mrs. Parker. She uttered a sort of scream. To quote, "You know how they are."
Well, it was that sort of scream.
I put it to you that you were mistaken. That you were frustrated. That with your limited experience in every sense of the word, you wouldn't have even heard a scream, let alone judge the tenor of that scream.
She was enjoying it. I know she was.
She was terrified. And if you'd been listening, you'd have known she was. She screamed. But you were so caught up. You didn't hear. You didn't hear because you didn't want to hear.
I'd hate to be in the jury's position. Yours too, come to think of it.
His innocence or guilt doesn't rest on my shoulders.
Yes, I know, but...
And my role is to ensure that the jury gets as complete a picture as possible. The result, the decision, it's up to them entirely.
Well, as I see it, it all boils down to his word against hers. And who on earth do you believe? Who at the end of the day is going to be able to go home and say with absolute certainty that justice has been done?
Well, if except our prejudices, not a soul, I would think.
There's no need to rub it in. I took your point hours ago.
All you can do is follow your instincts.
And prejudices?
And hope to God that you're right.
Well, I'd say he was innocent.
I don't believe it.
Well, don't you think he...
Yeah, get out of here. Go get yourself a coffee.
I'm sorry.
Go take a walk. Anything.
It's just I thought you'd be... Well, it's just that this is the first time that I've ever felt so strongly about someone's innocence.
Out. Innocence be damned. Prejudice is a part of each and every one of us. And yet it is my duty as a representative of Her Majesty and the laws of this country to ensure that a non-prejudiced verdict will be reached. What we are dealing with here is the word of one against that of another. Now, who are we to believe? So you will have to draw your own conclusions. A rape is a serious offense. The penalties severe. And it was the task of the Crown to prove beyond all reasonable doubt that there was an absence of consent on the part of Mrs. Parker. Beyond all reasonable doubt. That is the key phrase. Now, if, in your opinion, the Crown failed to do this, then your verdict must be not guilty. If, on the other hand, you have no doubts at all, and accept that Mrs. Parker's initial story, albeit foolhardy, was only human, and that everything she subsequently told this court to be the absolute truth, then you must have no hesitation in finding the accused guilty as charged.
Do you have to keep pacing up and down?
You're in no position to criticize anything I do anymore.
Foreman, please stand. Members of the jury, have you agreed upon your verdict? How say you?
We have.
Do you find the accused at the bar, David Malcolm Rose, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
David Malcolm Rose, you have been found not guilty and are now free to go. This court stands adjourned.
All right.
If only that poor woman had told the truth from the beginning.
Well, how could she and still live with her husband?
Well, how's she going to now?
Well, I knew you weren't happy with the verdict.
I sometimes wonder what good I do on that bench.
Well, you gained one fan.
Huh?
Mrs. Rose wanted to thank you for being so fair.
Quite right, too.